The popular belief that the purpose of an encounter, a love affair with another human being, is to fulfill you or enable you to live happily ever after is false. It's not only false, but it spawns a lot of misery when we act on that false belief. What should be the purpose of an encounter? What are realistic expectations with respect to an encounter? In this video, I'll offer you my answers and offer you a free list of others who also offer serious answers. All our beliefs, our thoughts, are judgments that we take to be true. All our beliefs are functions of our levels of consciousness. It's impossible for you to have better beliefs than you already have without an increase in your level of consciousness. About 85% of people calibrate at 199 or lower on Hawkins's map of consciousness. That's below the level of integrity. Those with calibrations that low live in emotionalized egocentricity and are unable to love. The result is that most people's opinions about love are unguided by relevant experience. Even a cursory examination of world history confirms that. Most people enter an encounter with the hope or expectation that it may make them happier. Their perspective is an egocentric or selfish one. The underlying reason that they want to participate in encounters is to make themselves happier. That's the hope. It doesn't follow that they are only trying to use another person to make themselves happier. Most, or at least many, would also like their love partners to be happier. However, why would they want to participate if they didn't believe that it would make their own lives better? What we'd all really like is lasting fulfillment and the abiding peace of mind that would bring. However, since another human being is a temporary form, and what is temporary cannot provide anything lasting, such hopes are foolish and only spawn romantic delusions. Hope itself is a distraction. Why? Hope is always about a better future. The future is not the present. Thinking about the future separates us from paying attention to the present. Since separation is always the source of suffering, hope creates suffering. You may find that a shocking idea. After all, how can we live without hope that our lives will get better? Actually, it's the other way around. Since life is only lived in the present, how can we live well while thinking about the future, since that means that we're separated from focusing on the present? Letting go of hope can feel terrifying, as if one were thrown into an existential abyss. We may look to a love affair to rescue us. What's the purpose of an encounter? What's the purpose of life? They're the same. That's the point. The purpose of an encounter is to stimulate a rise in the participant's level of consciousness. The purpose of life is to stimulate a rise in our level of consciousness. The higher our level of consciousness, the better we live. The better we live, the more we enjoy life. The better we love, the more peaceful we are, the more creative we are, the more fun we have. Those with higher levels of consciousness find life playful rather than miserable. Do you find life more playful than miserable? If not, why not do a better job examining what you are doing and being? Do you welcome challenges or resent them? That's an important clue to the quality of your life. Challenges have an important function. Given our inherent laziness, without challenges, we do as little growing as possible. Challenges prod us into growing, into dissatisfaction, into trying to do and to be better. In the course of an entire lifetime, most people only evolve about 5 to 7 levels on the map of consciousness. That's because they do as little growing as possible. They tend to resent change. to do their best to remain attached to their beliefs without realizing that all beliefs are sticking points, egocentric vanities. That's why their lives don't flow. The better attitude is to be grateful for challenges because they push us into living better. Deliberately and regularly challenging yourself to do better is a good idea. There's no need to wait for life to challenge us. Most people resist challenges. They hate them. They feel put upon. They think life is mistreating them. Not. Why emulate the dissatisfied? Instead, welcome challenges. True love never runs smoothly. Experience teaches us that. It's not easy to create a great friendship, much less create a great love affair, a grand encounter. They occur only occasionally. It's much easier to quit when the going gets tough than it is to persevere, master challenges, and create a higher quality relationship. Only sages, only those who are wise, only successful lovers of wisdom ever love or live well. There's never been a sage who didn't overcome difficult and serious challenges. They didn't quit. They stayed the course. Sages never give up trying to live better and to encourage others to do the same. The wise are few and far between. About 1 in every 10 million people. My recommendation? Until you're a sage yourself, never enter an encounter with a non-philosopher, with someone who is not committed to living well. Only philosophers are committed to wisdom, to living wisely or well. Only philosophers are serious about doing and being well. Only philosophers are serious about transcending our inherent attachment to egocentricity. That's what it means to be a genuine philosopher, a genuine lover of wisdom. Most people never become wise. In terms of the map of consciousness, few people ever rise above the 400s. Almost nobody has a consciousness level above 540, which is the level required for unconditional love. Despite all the easy talk to the contrary, unconditional love occurs very infrequently. Instead of working on themselves, most people think that genuine love is something that, if they're lucky, they'll somehow fall into as if it were a pit. Nope. There is no easy path to wisdom. As Beverly Stills said, quote, "There are no shortcuts to any place worth going," end quote. Be assured that anyone who masters life, anyone who becomes a sage, anyone who loves unconditionally has paid the price in toil and agony. Yes, challenges often hurt, but they're supposed to hurt. There's great reward for overcoming them, namely, the rise in one's level of consciousness that comes from letting go of attachment to egocentricity. The more our consciousness level rises, the better we live and the better we love. There's no greater achievement than to shift from manifested personal consciousness to unmanifested impersonal consciousness. We're very reluctant to let go, but surrendering to reality is the only way to wisdom. If these ideas interest you, I have a suggestion that won't cost a penny. Just email me at dennis@endfearfast.com. I'll email it back to you as an attachment, the calibrations PDF. You'll undoubtedly find some familiar names on it of great teachers. If you found this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing or leaving a comment. Peace.